welcome you all to today's live stream, and we're going to be talking about age in French. Age. We are fixing a very common error and mistake a lot of us make when speaking French. If you want to sound confident in French, this class is for you. Kindly type in the comment section, I am ready. Bonjour tout le monde. Aujourd'hui, nous allons parler de l'âge en français. And in English we say, I am 25. I am 25 years old. But in French uses I have 25 years. I have 25 years. Like when you want to say, I am 22 years old. I have 22 years old. I have 22 years old. And in French, you don't use the verb to be like a lot of us say. When you want to say, I am 22 years old, you say, je suis 22 ans. Je suis 22 ans is very wrong. Je suis 22 ans is wrong. The correct answer is j'ai 22 ans. J'ai 22 ans. Use the verb avoir, not the verb être. The verb avoir is used for age. When you want to talk about age in French, j'ai, not je suis. On ne dit pas j'ai. On ne dit pas je suis. On dit j'ai. J'ai, not je suis. J'ai, not je suis. Allons-y. L'âge. Common mistakes in French. L'âge. Répétez après moi. L'âge. L'âge, not age. L'âge. 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 Répétez. L'âge. L'âge, not age. Age is in English. In French is l'âge. En français, on dit l'âge. L'âge. And we use avoir, verb to have. Okay. Je suis now these two, one of them is correct. A lot of us say je suis 22 ans. I am 22 years old. This is wrong. This is wrong. J'ai 22 ans. J'ai 22 ans. Because this one uses avoir. Why? This is être. And être is the verb to be. Like when you are introducing yourself, I am a girl. Je suis une fille. That's when you use être. But when you are talking about age in French, you use the verb avoir for age. Avoir. Verb to have. Verb to have when you are talking about age. On y va. J'ai. I have. Tu as. Il, elle a. Nous avons. Vous avez. Il, elle. Elles ont. Allons-y. Tu as, you have. You singular, you have. You singular. He or she has. We have. You have. You plural. Ils ont. They have. Allons-y, répétez après moi. Let's read it together. Avoir. Okay. Je suis 22 ans. Répétez. Je suis 22 ans. I am 22 years old. Je suis 22 ans. J'ai 22 ans. The correct answer is j'ai 22 ans. This one is wrong. J'ai 22 ans. This is the correct answer. Avoir. Then when we are talking about age, we use the verb avoir, which is verb to have. J'ai. Répétez. J'ai. J'ai. Tu as. J'ai. Tu as. Il, elle a. Nous avons. Nous avons. Vous avez. Vous avez. Ils, elles ont. Ils, elles ont. Non, ils, elles ont. Ils, elles ont. Répétez. Ils, elles ont. You pronounce this together. We call it liaison en français. Liaison. This. When you are joining two words together, it is called liaison. You join ils, elles ont. You join the S to this O. Ils, elles ont. Not ils, elles ont. J'ai. J'ai. Tu as. Il, elle a. Nous avons. Vous avez. Ils, elles ont. Encore, répétez. J'ai. Tu as. Il, elle a. Nous avons. Vous avez. Ils, elles ont. Ils, elles ont. J'ai. Tu as. Il, elle a. Nous avons. Vous avez. Ils, elles ont. Then let's practicalize it. When you want to, if you want to understand this very well, you subject, verb, number, and age. Let's practicalize it. Subject plus avoir plus number plus un. Subject plus avoir. Avoir is the what? Avoir is the verb to have. Subject plus avoir plus number plus age. On y va, encore. Subject plus avoir plus number plus un. Then, par exemple, nous avons, let me give one example. Par exemple, j'ai 12 ans. Okay, j'ai 18 ans. J'ai 18 ans. I am 18 years old. J'ai 18 ans. J'ai 18 ans. Now, this is subject plus avoir plus number plus un. Now, here, j'ai. This J is what? Which is the subject. S plus, then AI is what? A. Then this one is what? Number. This one is what? Number plus N plus H. Let's understand it very well. J. This J. The J here is the subject. Then AI is the what? AI is the verb. When we conjugated it here, which is je, verb to have. I have. J is the S, which is the subject. AI, which is to have, is A, which is avoir. Then 18 is what? 18 is the number. N plus A. A is the what? Age. Sujet plus avoir. A is avoir. Then N is number, which is this 18. Then this A here is what? Age, which is age. Subject plus avoir plus number plus age. Subject plus verb plus number plus age. Encore. Subject plus verb plus number plus age. Subject plus avoir plus number plus un. J'ai 18 ans. J'ai 18 ans. Then when you want to ask somebody, how old are you? How old are you? Okay, that's it. Bonjour. Tu as quel âge? Tu as quel âge? Bonjour. Tu as quel âge? J'ai 18 ans. J'ai 18 ans. J'ai 18 ans. Now, I use to when I'm talking to a friend. You use to when you're talking to a friend or a family member or a relative. Then you use vous when you're talking to a stranger, when you're talking to your teachers and your elders. Then if you want to ask a junior one, how old are you? Bonjour, tu as quel âge? Quel âge as-tu? You use quel âge as-tu or tu as quel âge? Then the person will respond, j'ai 12 ans. I am 12 years old. J'ai 18 ans. I am 18 years old. An elderly person, you ask the person, vous avez quel âge? Vous avez quel âge? Quel âge avez-vous? Vous avez quel âge? Quel âge avez-vous? Bonjour. Bonjour. Quel âge as-tu? Or you can say, tu as quel âge? Bonjour. Good morning. How old are you? Bonjour. Quel âge as-tu? Quel âge as-tu? Tu as quel âge? Both of them means the same thing. You can ask the person this way, quel âge as-tu? Or you say, tu as quel âge? Quel âge as-tu? Then you turn it to this side. Tu as quel âge? J'ai. Then the response will be what? J'ai. If the person is 18 ans. J'ai. Let me use j'ai 13 years. J'ai 13 ans. J'ai 13 ans. Remember, 13 in French is what? 13 ans. 13 is 13. 13. Then when you join it with the age, is 13 ans. J'ai 13 ans. Bonjour. Quel âge as-tu? Tu as quel âge? J'ai 13 ans. J'ai 13 ans. This is when you are talking with, when you are using tu. Informal. This is informal way of asking the person, how old are you? Then let's use the formal way of asking the person, how old are you? Vous avez quel âge? Quel âge avez-vous? Quel âge avez-vous? Or you can say, vous avez quel âge? Vous avez quel âge? You can say, bonjour monsieur, bonjour madame, bonjour mademoiselle, vous avez quel âge? Vous avez quel âge? Ah bon? J'ai 18 ans. J'ai 22 ans. J'ai 23 ans. I am 22 years old. I am 23 years old. I am 10 years old. J'ai 10 ans. J'ai 10 ans. Not je suis 10 ans. We welcome those that just joined. Welcome you to this live stream. And we are talking about age. Let's learn together. Then it's not je suis. You don't use je suis. You don't use verb to be, which is être, when you are talking about age. So you use avoir, verb to have, when you are talking about age in French. Avoir. J'ai, not je suis. You don't say je suis. You say j'ai. Bonjour. Quel âge as-tu? Quel âge as-tu? Tu as quel âge? Tu as quel âge? This is formal, informal. When you are talking, when you are using tu, then quel âge avez-vous? Quel âge avez-vous? Vous avez quel âge? Vous avez quel âge? Then the response will be what? Vous avez quel âge? The response will be if the person is 70 years old, you say j'ai 70 ans. 70 ans. Remember, 70 in French is 70. 70. Then, when you are talking about age, 70 ans. J'ai 70 ans. Elle a 70 ans. Elle a 70 ans. She is 70 years old. Elle a 70 ans. Elle a 100 ans. Il est 100 ans. He is 100 years old. He is 100 years old. If a person is 80 years old, what do you say? Let me know those that remember when we did our numbers. What is 8 in French? Kindly type it in the comment section. What is 8 in French? 80? What is 8 in French? Type it in the comment section. 80 is what? 80 is 80. 80 is 80. 80. So when someone is 80 years old, what do you say? If you are 80 years old, you say j'ai 80 ans. J'ai 80 ans. J'ai 80 ans. When the person is 90, you say 90 is what? Type 90 in the comment section. Let me know. I am 90 years old. Type it in the comment section. I am 90 years old, or he is 90 years old. How do you write it in French? Type it. Let me see those that will get theirs. 90 is 90. 90. So if you are 90 years old, you say j'ai 90 ans. J'ai 90 ans. J'ai 90 ans. Elle a 90 ans. She is 90 years old. Vous avez quel âge? Elle a 70 years old is like this. Elle a 70 ans. So if you want to say it, 60 is like this. 60. 70 is like this. 70 is 70 ans. 70 ans goes like this. 70 ans. Elle a 70 ans. She is 70 years old. She is 70 years old. Then a person that is 75 is what? 60 what? 70 ans. 71 is 71. 72, 73, 75 ans. Il a 70 75. 75 goes like this. 60. 75. So when you want to write, if you want to write it, you say il a 60. Il a 75 ans. 15 ans. Il a 75 ans. He is 75 years old. Then j'ai 30 ans. What is j'ai 30 ans? Let me know. Let me see those that will get it. What is j'ai 30 ans? I'm saying it in French, so write it in English. Let me see. Okay, let me just say it in English, then you write in French. I am 30 years old. Type in the comment section. Let me know those that will get it. I am 30 years old. It starts from j'ai. What is 30 in French? You write, first of all, the subject, the verb, the number, and the age. Subject plus what? Verb plus number plus age. We start from j'ai. J'ai 30 ans. J'ai 30 ans. Someone who is 30, j'ai 30 ans. I am 30 years old. J'ai 30 ans. J'ai 30 ans. Il a 30 ans. Elle a 30 ans. He is 30 years old. She is 30 years old. J'ai 30 ans. I am 30 years old. J'ai. Okay, this one is, he is 7. J'ai 30 is what? 30. 30. J'ai 30 ans. You can write it like this. J'ai 30 ans. J'ai 30 ans. I am 30 years old. Elle a 30 ans. Elle a 30 ans. She is 30 years old. I am 30 years old. Allons-y. Elle a 60 ans. Elle a 70 ans. Elle a 70 ans. Elle a 70 ans. She is 70 years old. Il a 75 ans. Il a 75 ans. He is 75 years old. He is 75 years old. Il a 75 ans. Répétez. Il a 75 ans. Elle a 75 ans. J'ai 75 ans. I am 75 years old. She is 75 years old. Elle a 75 ans. He is 75 years old. Il a 75 ans. Il a 75 ans. J'ai 30 ans. J'ai 30 ans. I am 30 years old. J'ai 30 ans. Elle a 30 ans. She is 30 years old. Elle a 30 ans. Elle a 30 ans. Il a 12 ans. He is 12 years old. He is 12 years He is 12 years old. Then, how do we write 12? We write 12 like this in French. D-O-U-Z-E. 12. Il a 12 ans. Il a 12 ans. Il a 12 ans. He is 12 years old. He is 12 years old. So, talking about age in French will not be difficult for you again because you just learned how to use the verb avoir while talking about age in French. No more je suis 12 ans. I am 12 years old. No more je suis 12 ans. It is j'ai. Ce n'est pas je suis. C'est toujours j'ai. It's j'ai, not je suis. It's j'ai. When you are talking about age in French, you use the verb avoir and not the verb être. So, your devoir, which is your home fun, today, before you sleep tonight, learn how to use age in French. You tell yourself, how old I am. You say, I am. If you are 30 years old, if you are 70 years old, if you are 40 years old, you can tell yourself, j'ai, not je suis. Ce n'est pas je suis, c'est j'ai. J'ai 40 ans. I am 40 years old. J'ai 40 ans. J'ai 40 ans, not je suis. It's not je suis. We don't use être, which is verb to be. When talking about age, we use avoir. Avoir, verb to have. When you talk about age in French, no longer je suis, is j'ai. So, dear friends, keep sharing at Genyfrench. Let your loved ones get to know about Genyfrench. Subscribe. Please kindly subscribe at Genyfrench. And n'oubliez pas de commenter, partager et de vous abonner. Let's meet same time, 1:35 p.m. Nigerian time tomorrow. Au revoir.